Am I the a-hole for choosing my grandpa to walk me down the aisle over my stepfather? My dad died when I was 11 years old. I was 12 when my mom and stepfather met, and 13 when they got married. He's not a bad guy. I don't dislike him or hate him, but I never saw him as a father figure or second dad bonus dad. This was something I was forthcoming with. It was discussed in sessions with my individual therapist and with a family therapist where my mom and stepfather were present. He told me he was disappointed to hear that and wanted to work on bridging the gap so he would be that fatherly presence, but I told him I wasn't open to working on that. It came up again after I moved out and had settled into college. He was disappointed when I introduced them as my mom and her husband. When the people I introduced them to left, he told me he figured they'd be introduced as my parents, and I told him my view of him not being a father figure was unchanged for me. My mom was like, give it time, and I was still young, but I told them it would be better if they could just accept it. From the time I was born to now, I was extremely close to my paternal grandpa. He and my dad were a lot alike, but he was also so good to me and loving to me before dad died and after. When dad was sick, he was there for me every day. When dad died, he wiped away way more tears than anyone else and built me back up better than anyone. He paid my way through college and he helped me rent an apartment during my time there. He knew my dad had left some money tied in a trust for me for college, but he wanted me to save that to put toward a house or a rainy day fund instead, and he chose to help me and do what dad couldn't. So for me, the choice to ask grandpa to walk me down the aisle was always obvious. And it's just him because I am so much closer to him than I am my stepfather, and I love him and want him by my side. I don't feel that way about my stepfather. I told my mom and stepfather ahead of time, and they said nothing. It's only after asking my grandpa and after he accepted that they are complaining about my choice. My stepfather said it's disrespectful to him, as he was a more traditional father figure than grandpa was. He said it also feels like an insult when he made it clear since day one he wanted to be close to me and be that father figure. I told him I had always been clear in return that it wasn't how I saw him. He accused me of punishing him for my dad's death and minimizing the love he has for me. My mom tried to talk to me one-on-one to make me reconsider. She told me this might be my wedding, but I should consider the people who matter most to me. I told her I am, that I asked the person who mattered most to me. She said that should be my stepfather, and he shouldn't have to pay for my wedding in order to get the honor. I told her nobody had to pay for the honor because it's my choice alone.